Good morning, students. Hope you all are good. Let us start our first political science chapter called Modern Democracy. In the previous class, means in 6th standard, we learned why we need governance. Governance means to provide and control the functioning of various elements of the society. There are various forms of government. In this chapter, we shall see these forms in brief and discuss in greater detail about democracy. In the words of Abraham Lincoln, democracy it is the government of the people, by the people and for the people. Yes, with this we'll start our chapter Modern Democracy. Let us recall why every country needs a government. Government. Government means the group of people or an institution who rule or control a country. It maintains law and order in the society, protection from the outside interference, and provide basic needs to all the citizens. To understand this, let us take an example of a family. A family needs a place to live which is secure. It should have a kitchen to cook food, the basic and amenities like water, electricity, and toilets, etc. It should be there. It should have security from the world. It has a set of rules such as time to eat food, do your homework on time, who will do what, and so on. The parents usually ensure that the rules are followed by everyone. These rules are not written down as family is a small unit and everyone understand each other. In the same manner, the country also needs a safe environment, infrastructure like roads, railways, electricity and water supply system. They also have a set of rules which are to be enforced. All this is done by government of a country. We'll understand it in a better way with this example. Let us take an example of our present day scenario where the whole world is is facing a global pandemic. Right, you guessed it correctly. COVID-19. But the government is taking all necessary steps to ensure that we all are prepared well to face the challenge and threat posed by the growing pandemic of COVID 19, the coronavirus, with an active support of the people. So, here the government has major role to play in the country to save and secure or protect its citizens from any harm or from any harm. The different forms of government existed from historic times in different countries. You must have heard stories in your childhood about kings and queens and their kingdoms. That was once the most common form of governance. In fact, that was the only form of government as it came up from the ancient civilization where they had a headman who used to dictate the rules that were to be followed and even gave punishments to those who disobeyed. The various forms of government which the world has known are many with minor variations. Broadly, there are three types of government: monarchy, dictatorship, and democracy. Let us understand this one by one. Monarchy. Monarchy has a queen, emperor, or empress. The ruling position can be passed on to the ruler's heirs. In some traditional monarchy, the monarch has the absolute power. But a constitutional monarchy like the United Kingdom, it also has a democratic government that restricts the monarch's control. So in the constitutional monarchy, democratic government, it can restrict the powers of the monarch. The traditional monarchical form of government was practiced widely but had problems. Let us see what are their disadvantages. Disadvantages of the absolute monarchy. Problems were not addressed adequately. The large number of people of big countries felt that their problems were not addressed properly to the king. Kings were only interested in making monies. Kings, they doesn't care about the people, they are only interested in making monies. Laws were made as per the will of the king. The laws or the rules were made as per the will of the king, and there were no fixed procedure or process to make the laws. Whatever the king feels, he will impose the law to the people. Gradually, this system was fading away as population grew, and it was unmanageable for a king to rule over them efficiently or properly. Then next is dictatorship. Dictatorship is ruled by a single leader. It does not follow the hereditary system. In a military dictatorship, army is in total control. This system of government came into being usually where the monarchy was existing but was taken over by their defense minister or those who control their army. The overthrowing of the monarch was successful in countries where the king was weak or his policies were not popular. For example, the country which were following dictatorship, Germany, Bangladesh. And here you can see the picture of Adolf Hitler. He was the dictator of Germany. But later on, these dictatorship also came up in countries which had other forms of governance but where the people did not trust the governance and its rules. Disadvantage of dictatorship. Army was in total control and ruthless. Army, they have the total control. There is no subordinate to them, and sometimes they were violent. They will also do the mass killing, and they will use violent measures. Then citizens' rights and needs neglected. Citizens, they have no basic rights in the dictatorship rules, and their basic needs even neglected by the dictators. May use force to keep control. Sometimes if the people they are not ready for the dictatorship, they'll use the force to keep control. Democracy. Democracy is a government where the government is elected by the people. So here the people they have a major role to play. Rule of the majority means those who got the maximum numbers of vote they will be in power. Power is shared by all the citizens. Here people also has power. They also has a role in government. Example India. India is following democratic form of government or India is following democracy. Do you know Bhutan? Our neighboring country. It's changed its governance format from an absolute monarchy to multi-party democracy in 2008. So in 2008, Bhutan it changed its governance format from an absolute monarchy to multi-party democracy. The different forms of democracy. Here two main forms of democracy is presidential form of democracy and parliamentary form of democracy. In the major difference is presidential form of democracy. Here president rules and in parliament form of democracy the prime minister rule. So election of the president directly elected by the people. President is directly elected by the people, but in parliament form of democracy, president he was elected by the parliament, state legislative assemblies and legislative councils. Powers of the president. All powers vested in president and even the president has veto power. Veto power means it's a special power or an official power to refuse to accept or allow something. In parliament form of democracy, limited powers to the president and no veto power. Then responsibility of the government, not responsible to the legislature. The president, he is not responsible to the legislature. But in parliament form of democracy, he is responsible to the legislature. Then ministers. Ministers are not members of the parliament. Here ministers are members of the parliament. Then we have head of the cabinet. The president appoints secretaries who head the various department. In parliament form of democracy, prime minister is head of the cabinet. They doesn't have secretaries for each department. Prime minister, he holds its cabinet. Then functioning of cabinet. The cabinet is only administrative in nature. Cabinet enacts and executes the law in parliament form of democracy. Example for the presidential form of democracy, USA, and parliament form of democracy, India. India follows parliament form of democracy and USA follows presidential form of democracy. Historic perspective. Let us see, it originates from the democracy. The term democracy originates from the Greek words demos meaning people and kratos meaning power. So democracy means the government by the people. And this concept of democracy, it can be traced to ancient Greece, where people used to get together at one place to exercise their power directly in deciding matters of the state. It was called a direct democracy. Direct democracy, where the people, they will assemble at one place and they will solve their problems without any interference and restriction. So people decide on policy initiative directly. But this type of democracy was possible in those days as the states used to be very small, but with the gradual increase of the size and population of the political units, it became impossible to arrange for large number of people to assemble at one place to discuss matters concerning them. So they have started representative democracy. Representative democracy, where people started to elect their representative or the government through the system of ballot. Ballot means through the system of votes. So nowadays, which we are using, it's representative democracy. Modern democracy. How it's changed from ancient democracy to modern democracy. Nowadays, it became the most popular all over the world. Most of the country, they were following democratic form of government, because here people, they have major role to play. Revolution took place all over the world so that each country or their citizens, they have freedom, they have rights, they have duties, and they should have equality in their country. In democracy, the sovereign power rests with people irrespective of differences of religion, color, caste, gender, etc. So everyone is equal in the democracy. They should not be discriminated in any other way. Universal adult franchise. Every person who is an adult citizen of a country has the right to vote. This is known as one man, one vote, and also called universal adult franchise. In India, above the age of 18, they are all eligible to vote. So today we discussed about what is government, why we need government, the different forms of government, monarchy, dictatorship, democracy, historic perspective, and modern democracy. Now we'll see in the next class, we'll see the rest. Thank you.